gonna try this again. Hey everybody, welcome. Going to be go over S&P, and this will apply to S&P, but you can take the same approach to the rest of the indices for the rest of the week. This is going to be for the weekly analysis for the week of October 23rd, and just take a minute to go ahead and look over the risk disclaimer, and we'll go ahead and get started after a few. Okay, all right, so we're working inside of this range from this high to this low on the daily, and we got some points of interest here where this little fair value gap here, and then this order block is what I'm going to be looking at target. If we push up, if we stay down and push down this order block off of the monthly, and then on the lower time frames we had some imbalances here. So let's go ahead and put on the daily, and we can see the daily. We can zoom in a little bit. We don't need this Elliott wave anymore for now. So on the daily, since we had this strong impulse candle to push up and we took a high out, I'll look to see if we have any prices coming down into midpoint of this candle and hold to continue to push us up. That's where these setups will come into play. That you'll see looking for it off of the 4-hour setup, or the one into the 1 hour as well, but primarily 4-hour setups. And I still kind of like this sell if we don't take this high out right here, but I would want to see us coming down into this first and then push up from there. So on the daily, some of the things we got to look for, if we look on Forex Factory for the rest of the week, got Monday, flash services, PMI, Yellen speaking at 11. You got some central bank stuff from some ECB stuff going on, trade balance, monetary policy for CAD, new homes, oil, GDP, ECB conference. So those are going to be some things to look out for on Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday we got something. Tuesday we got FANG stocks reporting after hours, and we got FANG stock for the rest of the week up until Thursday, I think. Until Thursday or Friday, one of them, but we got FANG stock reporting, so that'll be a good gauge to kind of consider. And then Friday we got pending home sales and consumer sentiment at 10. So we got some reasons to justify a move. Like Friday, last week was kind of choppy for me. Like I was in some good trades, but I kind of got faked out, got pulled out by some nasty wicks while I was in profit, and either broke even or only took a bit of profit. Should have just kind of manually took some profit out, but I was trying to let stuff run its course, and it didn't play out that way. So let's go to the 4-hour. We can go ahead and close the daily chart. Push over to the 4-hour. You can see the imbalances that I'm going to focus on. The main one, we just had this from this move, from this low to this high. We came back into this imbalance and popped off from there and pushed up from here. So, if we come back down there, I'll look for it, but I'm going to focus on this one first, where I'll eventually set a pending order. I'll set a pending order off the high, middle, and low of this imbalance, and I'll use this as my stop loss, this wick low for the stop loss, or maybe this one. But if I kind of feel like I want to hang in there a little while longer, I'll use this low as the stop loss and let it kind of run, but this will be like a 1/4% risk. Probably do like half here and then a whole percent right here, whole 1% right here. So I usually break my trades up into quarters. So I use 1/4 of 1%, quarter, and then a 1/2%, and then a full 1% on, if I see a setup like this. Over here, I still kind of think that we will sell off. If we don't take this high out, I'll still be looking for the sell setup. But I will kind of just wait on this because I don't mind taking the sell down to these levels. So I'll be looking for something like this where we have this 0 to 1 move, then we have like an impulse to take this low out. Let's look at this on the 1 hour, where I don't want to touch this until I see it take this out, take the low out of this, and then if we get an impulse through this, like an engulfing candle set up through this, and I'll just look to trade that impulse candle to the downside to get us down into these areas. So maybe that happens today, maybe that doesn't, but that's what I'll be looking for if I do take a sell. For now, I'm just gonna leave it alone and kind of just be patient. So if I do, I'll just use the high of this candle as a stop loss, and I'll use the entry right around the low of this candle to be the candle. I probably could have got in it already using the wick, where if we stay in at least 50% and we don't get above 50% off this wick, then I would kind of take that trade and use this high or this high as the stop loss. This will be primary stop loss, but worst case stop loss would be here if I do that. So let's change this to make it look a little like this, give it a little more room. So if it does just run, then I'll have some room to get out and trade. But I won't touch this until I get a 4-hour move. I'm looking for the 4-hour candle to open up, and if we stay in between this wick and the close, if we close and the wick stays like this, the next 4-hour candle, I'll look to stay in between the close of this candle and the high of that wick. And if we stay in there, I'll look to take it down with like a 1/4% trade, and really looking for an entry somewhere. If we were to look at this now, I kind of be looking for an entry right around 37.89 for a trade down to 76. So if we do that, I'll take that trade with a 1/4% and just go from there. And I would be looking at the trade from around here. Worst primary target would be here. That would be for almost 5 to 1. If we get the entire move, it's 3 to 1, almost 3.5 to 1 if we just take it to the high. But that's kind of where I would be looking at right here, taking it somewhere around here if we want to get that. Let's look at that on a 15-minute chart. Let's see what that look like. That's kind of where we already got though, right? That's right around where we already got. So I hope I haven't missed it. But I don't want to touch it until we get below this, just to be sure, because it could go ahead and run this liquidity on the higher time frame. So we should know. We'll know after we get into the next 4-hour candle, because we'll start having some markets open. On the Sydney market should be open up soon, and then that'll be it as far as what we are looking for this week. So I hope you guys get something out of this, and I'll go ahead and get you guys. I'll go ahead and get you guys the video sent up and update you on the trades for the rest of the week. Peace out.